Tonight we are asking questions with a local expert on the tentative agreement between UPS and the Teamsters union this afternoon. That 5-year deal will keep the 340,000 plus members of the union on the job. They were set to go on strike if no deal was struck by August 1st. Joining me now is Cedarville University Professor of Business, Beth Gifford. Beth, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Just how big of a bullet was dodged by getting this deal done?
Oh my goodness. I do believe this would have been an economy halting strike.
How so?
Well, you know, in our culture today, so many goods and services, particularly goods, are delivered through distribution channels. There's more and more demand and stress on distribution channels as Amazon has grown, as more and more folks are buying things online. Companies are buying supplies online. Real-time manufacturing happens through parts being delivered as they're needed by channels like UPS. It would have really brought medications, I mean, everything you can imagine, food, groceries, clothing, anything you can imagine is delivered through distribution channels in this culture. And UPS they're a behemoth, and not having access to those delivery drivers and those packers would have been economy halting.
UPS CEO says that this is a win-win-win, ostensibly talking about the company, the workers, and the customers as well. Curious to see if any of this is passed on to the customer, but let's start with the company first. How is it a win for them, Beth?
Well, Carol Tomei is exactly right. I was glad to hear her say that. And you know, her conviction of this is proof in the contract they've come up with. There were no concessions from the Teamster members because UPS realizes they're in a talent war, they're in a distribution war, and that they have issues they have to resolve. If they don't resolve these issues, that talent will find other places to go and be absorbed, and their competitors will benefit. We have a talent war in the United States, and people are the biggest competitive edge. The minute those UPS workers walk off the job and things come to a halt, their talent competitive edge goes out the door, and to recover from that for the company, for their customers, would have been a huge mountain to overcome.
We've heard about the workers talking about AC in trucks and just some of the working conditions in some of the buildings there as well. What are the other wins for the workers here, Beth?
Well, there's always been a two-tiered system at UPS, part-timers and full-timers. Part-timers often work split shift. They work as many hours often as full-time workers, but they don't have the benefits. They don't make the pay. There's a significant discrepancy in the pay between a full-timer and a part-timer, yet the amount of energy and labor put in was often equal. And so now we're getting rid of that two-tier system, and we're saying to our part-timers, hey, your wages are going to go up and be competitive in the marketplace. We're going to get rid for full-timers and part-timers, get rid of that mandatory overtime on days off. You know, accidents happen when people are just exhausted. It's just the demand has been unrelenting, and this really recognizes the human need of the employers, part-time and full-time both.
All right, this is a tentative deal. Just real quick, Beth, any chance this falls apart?
You know, I don't think so. Okay. I don't think that the UPS workers really want to go on strike. I think they know the bigger picture. They're smart folks. And this is the proof in the pudding is this. The rank and file workers joined them at the Teamsters at the table to do the negotiation. They have been involved in this from the get-go. They've been vocal, and UPS has listened, and they've done a great job of lifting their voices up to say, hey, this is what we need to be able to continue to serve our customers and serve America, and we need you to hear us.
Yeah, it seems like most people are surprised that the deal is done 1 week from today. They could have ostensibly been walking on the picket line, but they're not with that tentative deal done. Beth Gifford, Adjunct Professor of Business at Cedarville University. Thank you so much for making sense of this, Beth. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, John.